In April 2026, a luxury cruise ship departed from Argentina for a remote expedition to Antarctica. On board were 150 people from 23 different nations, expecting a voyage of a lifetime. But within days, the dream trip turned into a maritime prison. It started with a single passenger developing a fever. Within weeks, bodies were being offloaded in remote ports, and the ship was declared a global pariah. This isn't a plot from a Hollywood movie. It is the return of the most deadliest virus known to science, the hantavirus. The culprit is the hantavirus, a pathogen so lethal it can kill 1 out of every 2 people it infects. Unlike many modern threats, this virus has no vaccine and no cure. It is a ghost from the past that has suddenly re-emerged on the high seas, forcing us to ask, how did a virus found in the most remote regions in the world end up on a billionaire's cruise ship? The hantavirus isn't a new discovery. Its history is written in the blood of soldiers from 70 years ago. During the Korean War in the 1950s, over 3,000 American soldiers suddenly fell ill with a mysterious Korean hemorrhage fever. Their kidneys failed and they began bleeding internally. At the time, military doctors were so baffled they feared they were witnessing the world's first large scale biological weapon attack. It took 30 years for scientists to identify the true source, the Hunter River in Korea. They discovered that the virus wasn't a man made weapon but a natural family of viruses carried by rodents. In Asia and Europe, it attacks the kidneys. In Americas, it fills the lungs with fluid, effectively suffocating the victim from the inside. Despite decades of study, the medical world remains empty handed. There is still no FDA approved vaccine or treatment for this silent killer. If the hantavirus is so deadly, why hasn't it caused a global pandemic like the other viruses? The answer lies in its unique biological limit. For decades, scientists believed hantavirus could only spread from rats to humans, never from person to person. But in 1996, a terrifying new strain emerged in Argentina called Andes virus. This strain broke the rules, proving it could jump between humans through close physical contact. This is the ghost frequency of biology. The virus has a massive 50% mortality rate, but its transmission window is incredibly short, often just a single day. This creates a biological paradox. The virus is almost too lethal for its own good. It often kills its host before it can find a new one. However, as climate events like El Nino cause rodents populations to explode, the number of spillover events into human populations is increasing, bringing us closer to a tipping point that we may not be prepared for. The 2026 cruise ship disaster was a perfect storm of geography and biology. A passenger on a bird watching tour in Argentina accidentally entered a landfill teeming with infected rodents. Because they returned to the confined space of a ship immediately, the rare Andes strain began to circulate among the passengers. By May, the ship was a floating quarantine zone, rejected by ports across West Africa before finally being allowed to dock in the Canary Islands under extreme medical supervision. But the real trap isn't the ship, it's the weather. History shows that whenever El Nino brings heavy rains, plant life bloom, rodent populations skyrocket, and hantavirus cases surge. In 1993, a similar outbreak wiped out young, healthy members of the Navajo tribe in the US Southwest after a massive spike of mouse population. As we enter a new era of extreme climate shifts, these spillover events are no longer rare accidents. They are becoming a predictable pattern of a world out of balance. The ghost ship of 2026 is an administrative wake-up call. We often view these outbreaks as isolated tragedies, but they are a strategic warning. The government and health organizations keep a low profile on hantavirus because there is no vaccine to sell and no cure to offer. Only the grim reality of prevention. The true realization is more haunting. In our hyper-connected world, a single afternoon in a remote landfill can put the entire planet on notice. We would rather worry about the next man-made crisis than face the fact that a tiny natural pathogen carried by the most common pests on earth still holds the power to kill half of everyone it touches. If you knew a virus of 50% death rate is circulating, would you ever step on a cruise ship? Let me know in the comments.